Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Little nerve-wracking getting this set up tonight. Not gonna lie. Smash that like button. That's right, folks. Smash that like button. So as the title of the video says, it's gonna be a live Q&A. Hoping to discuss some stuff I didn't get to from over the weekend. New Japan stuff. Elimination Chamber. So, but to start off the video, this truly is the next chapter of Smash This Podcast. I've been doing this for 10 years, and this is probably the most excited that I've been in a while to do this because, went out today. I'm not gonna lie, we splurged a little. Got a new computer. In fact, it's funny because my wife and I have the same computer now. Kind of funny. She got hers and she loved it. Has zero complaints about it. It's fast. Everything on it looks beautiful. And I mean, she uses her stuff for similar things that I do, but but then when we went shopping today and we went to Best Buy and I was looking at computers, and it was one of the smaller Best Buys, so I wasn't expecting to see a ton of options as when you go to a bigger store. But it's funny because there it was, smack dab in the middle of the section was my wife's computer, and she's like, there it is, you might as well get it because it's probably the best one that's out here. So I am reading these as you type them. So thank you, everyone. Yeah, it connected to the internet like that earlier today when I had this set up. I've watched several videos several times. Nothing buffered. The quality was great every time. So this is why I am really excited about this, because I mean, for outside reasons, as far as like if there's like a power outage in the area, if everyone loses spectrum in the neighborhood or something like that, there should be no more problems going live, getting glitchy, freezing up, having to restart modems halfway through being live. And so just it's exciting. So I got everything plugged in, the mic, the camera. I was curious about the camera that's actually attached to this, because when I tested it in the store, it actually looked pretty good. But then when I tried it here at home, No, it's just not very good. So I don't know if it just needed to warm up a little longer or what, but I attached mine. We're all good. Um, so yeah, I'm making that dollar. Bell's boy, no, behave yourself. Uh, so so yeah, next chapter. Very excited. I started transferring stuff from the old computer to the new computer as far as files, artwork, whatever. Um, I'll finish it tomorrow. But yeah, super excited. I'm glad everyone that is here can witness this because um, I was hoping to get some kind of feedback like, hey, it looks good. Hey, it sounds good. And so for the few that are here, I, I appreciate it. You guys are ridiculous. I love you guys. All right, so let's what do we want to talk about? Do you want to talk about a little of the New Japan stuff that happened over the weekend, or would you rather talk Elimination Chamber? Um, okay. Well, we'll do the first question of the evening goes to Mayors. How old is the computer you're using? It's brand new, out of the box. This came out within like the last year. It's got Windows 11 on it, so it's all updated. Um, I might have to do a few more updates to it, but it's brand spanking new, dude. The only thing that's used is the older stuff that I'm using as far as like, microphone, camera, my light. That's it. But the computer is brand spanking new. Just put the batteries in, plugged it in, everything. So Bell's boy says battle in the valley. Yeah, let's talk some New Japan. Um Courtney says Monet is the new IWGP Women's Champion. She sure is. Number one, what did you guys think for those of you who did watch Battle in the Valley? By the way, um, another great reason to be in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, Truck showed it there for free for everyone, as far as I know. I didn't partake in it because I bought it and I just wanted to watch it uh on my TV. So what I ended up doing that night, because the two overlapped, is I watched all of Elimination Chamber and then I quick turned on Battle in the Valley. Now I missed the first few matches, but I didn't miss anything that was like earth shattering to, that I really wanted to check out. When I got into Battle in the Valley, Kenta was just about to beat um oh, I can't think of the guy's name. That's horrible. Fred Rosser. Fred Rosser. But for what I saw of it, it was good. So Kenta is the new strong open weight champion. Is that what that is? I think that's what that is. Um, Match of the year candidate. Um, but yeah, let's talk about why is it doing that? Oh, anyways. Um, So yeah, no, just something on the side here was glitching up, and I'm not sure why. You and Mark not too happy about it. Why is that? Oh, were you rooting for Carrie? Kyrie. Kyrie. I always screw that up. See, the more I watch it, the more the more I'll get the names right. Um, we'll get the Miss Monet in a no. Actually, you know what? Let's talk about Miss Monet. I was going to talk about something else, but there's a few different things I wanted to talk about as far as this event. Um, we are Kyrie Sane. um, New Japan Strong Champion. Oh, okay. I thought it was. I thought the open weight was part of it. I'm getting educated as far as all the new titles on the Strong brand. I know Motor City Machine Guns are the tag titles, or are the tag titles. They got turned into belts. I don't get it. They they are the tag title holders. Um, Scott D'Amore was on the commentary for the first match and announced that Multiverse United was sold out. That I heard. That I heard. I did hear that Scott made that announcement, and that is tremendous news. I don't know how big the room is for that, but man, I mean, that's got to be several hundred tickets sold quick. So I'm gonna guess at least 500 for the room. So, um, we'll get to that, Mayor. That's another part that I wanted to talk about this. So yeah, so congrats to Mercedes Monet. I mean, we kind of knew she was gonna beat her. I'm not upset about it in the least. I'm very excited for. I mean, I like Kyrie. I like her. She's a great wrestler, one of the greatest women's finishers that's around right now. That elbow is sick. Um, but I felt those two put on a great match. Number one, it was just great seeing the former Sasha Banks wrestle again, right? Um, she looked great out there. Hair looked great. Outfit looked great. And from what I hear, the her rain gear and entrance gear was an homage to the late um is her name the stardom gal who committed suicide, was it a year or two ago? Hana Kamor? So was that her name? Um I think that's her name. If I botched that, I apologize, but that's who that was for. And so but yeah, the match was great. Um Hana Kimura. Okay. Say, only you are happy Mercedes won, unlike everyone else. I mean, come on. If anyone's going to draw attention to the women's brand, it's going to be Mercedes Monet. I mean, whether you're a die-hard New Japan fan or the other spectrum of the casual fan tuning in, someone that was a fan of hers for 10 years going now. Um, it's smart, and I know there's people that are going to complain about it and whatever. It's the right choice. And that's my opinion. You can have your opinion. You're wrong, but no, I'm kidding. You can have your opinion. Um, no, everyone's allowed their opinion. I'm not like that. You guys know that. But yeah, great match. And then she came out afterwards, after the event was done, and did a little promo with Okada and talked about them being like the new, like, super mega tag team, whatever. Um, so I don't know if that's going to lead to something because Okada was talking about being in a tag team with Tanahashi. Um, and I don't know if that's going to be like kind of like, oh, I don't even know what the hell to compare that to. Like if you put like two of WWE's biggest stars together and put them in a tag team, and they've done that before. You know, it's not something that happens all the time, so it's interesting. So, all right, let's talk about this next, and then we'll get to the one that just Bell's Boys question. Where's Switchblade's next move after Saturday nights? Down south or up north? Well, number one, that match with Eddie Kingston was sick. Eddie Kingston clobbered the crap out of him. And it's one of the reasons why Eddie Kingston, ever since he showed back up on TV as part of All Japan, or All Japan, All Elite Wrestling. Jeez, it's been a few days, folks. Um, dude, he's just so real when it comes to his emotions and everything he's talking about. It's just there's no faking it with Eddie Kingston. And um like, if you heard some of the promo work that was going back and forth between Kingston and Switchblade, Jay White, oh my god. It was crazy. It was really crazy. And look, and I don't assume anything when it comes to the world of wrestling. It could have been Jay winning and, like, swerving everybody. You never know. You never know. Um, I think he's gonna show up like the Monday after it. We'll just say the week after Mania, either Monday or the SmackDown, Raw or SmackDown, one of the two. Um, I think he's too big of a name to do NXT. Um, he's too good. He's too good. I mean, granted, WWE is a different, we'll just say, universe, but um, between the dojos, Ring of Honor television, New Japan television, he knows enough. He knows enough. He's good. His his mic skills are good. His in ring skills, unbelievable. He's he's great. I think he is going to show up. He's gonna take care of his visa stuff. Because I don't know, where he. I really don't know where he calls home. I really don't. Um, but yeah, I think he's going to show up the week after Mania. on one of the shows. Definitely. There's a Oreo sneaking around here. All right, here we go. Bell's boy. Question, please. Now that Ms. Monet is the new IWGP champ, once she defends in Stardom, whom do you think what North American female wrestlers Mercedes will wrestle next? I'm hearing stuff about Mickie James that they'd like to set something up. I think it's more than possible, you know? Look at that the Impact New Japan show, how fast it sold out. I'm laughing at Mayor's comment. Yeah, Punk was there too. People made little jokes about that. Yeah, CM Punk was in the audience. He was sitting with Lars Fredrickson and Giselle Shaw. And who else was he talking to? Oh, Lou, the producer or whatever he does, the marketing guy. What? Of course, it's Oreo. Just gotta check out the new stuff, right? Right? Little stinker. You gonna hop down here and say hi? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know she's gonna go back and forth, and I don't know enough about like the Stardom, New Japan women to like guess who she's gonna wrestle over there. As far as in the States, I don't know if New Japan is going to hire some women from the States, you know, maybe some really good indie talent to go up against, you know, to start another like women's division in America for New Japan, the strong brand. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I think there's a chance that she could show up on an Impact event. There's a chance that she could show up for AEW. I mean, the options honestly are limitless. She could do whatever she wants. She wants to make that women's brand for New Japan go global, you know, and really get it recognized. And I give her all the credit in the world for wanting to do that. I think she definitely has the ability to help kickstart. She can't do it on her own, but she can definitely start drawing that audience, you know? So, but as far as really is anyone in specific, we're just gonna have to wait and see what they do. We're just gonna, because I really don't know. Bell's boy says he was surprised when David Finlay laid out Switchblade with his dad's shillelagh before Jay had a chance to say goodbye. Yeah, I didn't really get that. I know that pissed off a lot of people. I didn't get that. I mean, I like David Finlay, and I don't mind if he's a heel, but I was like, oh man, I mean, come on. But that's That's what you do. You go out on your back, as they speak. So, or with a shillelagh upside your head. So, Courtney says he better not go to NXT. Oh yeah. Bell's Boy says the Globe Theater seats over 800 people and it opened in 1913. The Globe Theater is the oldest functioning theater in downtown LA across from Mann's Chinese Theater. Oh, that's interesting. So that's where Battle in the Valley was? Because it seemed like it was a lot more people than that. Interesting. CM Punk to Impact confirmed. Of course. Lou, yes. Thank you. Lou and whatever. I'm not gonna try. I think we absolutely could see Mercedes in Impact at some point, and for a couple tapings, defend the belt at a big show, pay-per-view, and then, hang out for a couple tapings, depending on where it is. I think it's absolutely doable. Absolutely. Mercedes doesn't seem like she's the type of gal. I mean, if she still wants to wrestle women the likes of Mickie James, she'll wrestle anyone from that roster. Mercedes versus Deonna Purrazzo. Any shut up and take my money. J-Bone, DK, or Ariel Helwani? Whose side are you? Oh, TK. I'm not on anybody's side, dude. Ariel was mad because okay, this is all I know is that Ariel Helwani was trying to get information out of Tony Khan for the fight that happened last year. Punk and the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and all that stuff. And he kept trying to spin it and ask it different ways and whatever. And Tony wouldn't give him anything. He's not legally, no one is legally able to talk about it. It's not just TK. No one is from that company. I don't think anybody wants to either. So, so then Ariel Helwani called him Snowman. I forget what happened. Something over the weekend. Ariel Helwani was on Elimination Chamber pre-show. Some jabs were done back and forth on Twitter. I don't know. I don't care. What he said to Ariel Helwani is not a real journalist or something. I don't know. Trekopedia, how are we doing tonight? We're doing good. We're doing good. Good to see you here, dude. How you doing? Bailey, yes, Bailey was there too. Yeah, she actually showed up on camera, off. When Mercedes, I'm still getting used to calling her Mercedes Monet. But when Mercedes was going off camera at the end of the event, Bailey was in the crowd. You could see her. Trinity, yeah, she was there too. Altamina, Uncle Dave, yeah, Dave Meltzer, yes. Oh, Globe Theater is where the multiverse is gonna silly rabbit. Oh, because I thought that was where. Okay, never mind. Okay, okay. So you said it holds over 800 people. Okay, so they'll have a decent crowd. I mean, considering what they're drawing now, it's sold out, and they'll probably make room for a little more, maybe. Yeah, Mercedes versus Jordan Grace. Hell yeah. Make it happen. Congrats to Muda on his last match. Oh, okay. Masahiro Chono, formerly of NWO Japan. Okay. Talk about the record player he just purchased. All right. It's actually right down here. Hang on a second. Oh. All right. So me and the missus went out today. We were shopping and stuff. We went to Best Buy, got the computer, and then we went to, where do we go? Hobby Lobby?
Yes.
Hobby Lobby. Went to Hobby Lobby. That's where Tracy gets a good chunk of her crafting stuff, and or we find like decorative things for the home. And they're really like expanding on, they got like, they carry like small appliances now and all sorts of stuff. Um, so yeah, and we were looking in their clearance section, and I'm not like I have a few records to my name. I don't have a ton of them, but all of their record players were on clearance, and they were like 80 bucks, and they marked them down to 40. And I was like, okay, I'll buy a record player for 40 bucks. It's a Crossley Cruiser Plus portable turntable. It's got Bluetooth, so I can hook it up to my computer and listen to it through my computer. Through, I can get some portable speakers and hook it up. So I'm excited about that. And my wife is like, great, something else for him to collect now. She's rolling her eyes in the background.
One little room with all my shit.
Hey, you wanted that room.
That's because you weren't getting internet. Now you're getting internet. Now I want that. Now I want that room.
Now you want it back?
Yeah.
Oreo says no. Yeah, you tell her, Oreo. Daddy says no. Yeah, rest in peace, Raquel Welch. Yeah. Justin says, I love my record player. Do you have the same one, Justin? I'm going to laugh if you say yes. But don't tell me you bought yours from Hobby Lobby. I mean, who buys a record player from Hobby Lobby, right? So yeah, if I buy anything music wise, it's going to be Yeah, some classic stuff. I've got some classic stuff. I've got some classic Rat. I've got some classic Motley Crue.
Look at a jungle gym going on in here right now.
All right. Bell's Boy. Next question. Do you think the ending of the main event at Elimination Chamber was the right call with Sammy falling short? Let's talk about that. Oh, and Bell's Boy also says, "Hello, Mrs. J-Bone. Hope you're doing well."
I am.
She's doing.
I say hello.
She says hello, and she's doing well. Courtney says, "Zach Bonifer, you butthead. Real question is, why are you in Hobby Lobby to begin with?" Because
Respects his wife's crafting.
yeah, I respect my wife's crafting. I love what she does. I never tell her like what she can and can't buy for the house, or what, when she's making projects. I'm always curious, like, "Oh, what are you gonna do with this?" And then she'll tell me it. She'll tell me what she's gonna do with it, and I have no clue what she's talking about. Then all of a sudden, within a week later, she shows me the completed projects, and I'm just mind blown. Tracy makes some amazing stuff for the home, and I can't say enough about it. I love my wife, and I love what she does for our home. I'm a blessed man. I really am. So that's why we're at Hobby Lobby, sir. So all right, back to Sami Zayn.
It was bullshit.
It was yeah, even Tracy says it was bullshit. Oh, Justin says, "I have a Crossley, but it's a tabletop 7-in-1. It's a record player, CD, Bluetooth, radio, and cassette." Okay, it's one of those like mega. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Mayor, what is Hobby Lobby? All right, sir, I'm gonna say just Google it. Okay. All right, Sammy. Let's talk Sammy. I agree with Courtney. And I don't always agree with someone. I'll just use this guy's opinion and what he said about it as something that perfectly defines what I think. Um, Brian Alvarez said after the event, he said it absolutely was the wrong call to have Sammy lose. It's like there are few times in wrestling history when, hey, I'll quote Michael Cole, when all the stars align. And they even talked at the event like he was going to win. I mean, they're supposed to be biased at the event. And yeah, you got your color commentator and your other guy is, so one's a little more leaning towards, baby face or heel. But they really made it sound like Sammy was going to win. And when he didn't, and the air got sucked out of that place, and I said to Tracy, I said, the only thing that can save this now, as far as trying to put smiles on people's faces, because that's what it's about, right? Putting smiles on their faces before they leave, is if Kevin comes out. And he did, but still it was too late. It was too late. And I know that there's people that are going to say, "Oh, well, there's only X amount of days or X amount of weeks until WrestleMania. It's silly to put a belt on Sammy for such a short a time." To that, I say bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. Look at the moments, perfect example of Mick Foley donning whatever character he was at the time, Mankind, whatever, when he became champ. And his longest reign, Brian said, was like 20 some days, 26 days. And then someone else became champ. I think he said Triple H or something. So yeah, Kevin said, go ask your friend Jay. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. We'll get to that. But yeah, so there's no reason there's no other time. I mean, you can revisit something similar and have Jay win the title someplace else, and it'll be fun and it'll be exciting, but you will never get what they had in Montreal this past weekend, in Friday and the next day. You will never have that again. You cannot get that back. You cannot get that back. And it was a mistake. It absolutely was a mistake. There's no, well, whether you think it was a mistake or not, there's no reason why they couldn't do it. Okay. And then have hell, make it a triple threat. Make it a triple threat at Mania, and then have Cody pin Roman. And so Sammy doesn't get pinned. It's look, there's just ways that you could have done it. And then Sammy would raise Cody's hand, at Mania. And Roman will go cry on Heyman's shoulder or whatever. But now you've got the Sammy Kevin chapter, which isn't done yet. And I know a lot of people at the end of the night wanted to see those two hug it out. And I'll tell you right now, it's not going to happen until Mania. It's not going to happen until Mania. Win or lose, if and when Sammy and Kevin tag together, and win or lose, for the tag belts or whatever they go for, that is when they will hug it out, and that'll be bigger. That's why I said win or lose, because if those two hug it out, that'll be even bigger than them winning a title, in my professional podcasting opinion. Bell's boy Bubba Ray and David LaGreca on Busted Open said it was the right call because Cody is more marketable than Sammy would be. Cody dresses well and would be more mainstream, which is important to the E. Marketing. Let's talk about that for a minute. Who had a bigger response over the course of this last week? Was it Sammy? Or was it Cody? Cody gets some good chance. Cody is well loved. but Sammy had a crowd response to the likes of I haven't seen since CM Punk returned, what, last year, year before, whatever it was. Um, and that's dresses well. What the hell does that have to do with anything? It's so stupid. Everyone puts their pants on the same. Everyone puts their shoes on one shoe at a time, and whatever it is, they say it like that. That's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard in my entire life. That somebody is more marketable than someone else, then they must not have watched this past week's events, because then they wouldn't have said something so asinine like that. So this is stupid. Yeah, we're about to get another storm here too. In fact, it was snowing when I came home tonight from being out and about. So, but yeah, huge mistake. I'm definitely excited about this next chapter with Sammy and KO. I can't wait to see how it unfolds over the next several weeks leading up till Mania. It's also going to be interesting to see what happens in the bloodline. So it's not just good versus evil, typical, No, man, there's like deep stories here. And it's some of the best storytellings that WWE has done in a long time. Long time. Talk about long-term storytelling. WWE is not known for long-term storytelling. They're more known for, hey, let's start this great story and drop it 3 weeks later because we don't know what the hell to do with this. And just keep the people off TV for another 8 months because we're just, clueless. That's that's what they're known for. Justin Miller says, serious question though. If it wasn't in Montreal, would he have gotten as big of a pop? Tracy, without even hesitating a second, says yes. And you know what? I gotta agree with her because it's organic. This fan base and what everyone's doing right now, it's not just one guy in one city for one night. This has been a build over the course of almost a year long. This is what I was just saying, storytelling. Since right after Mania last year, I believe, as they said, when the story started, and Sammy started doing stuff for the bloodline. And I wasn't paying too much attention around this time, but that's when it started, and that's when this build happened, and that's when people really started getting behind Sammy, and they wanted him to be a part of this group. Whether the outcome was good or bad, they were all in on this. Pardon the pun. So good night, Mayor. Take care, brother. What are you talking about? Dolph Ziggler? He lost. I couldn't believe he lost. David Cohen, what's up, man? Sadly, I think this is a mute point. A buddy of mine told me Roman close to 1,000 days holding the belt. I'm not convinced he's dropping it at Mania. Yeah, you know what? I mean, what, over 2 years now? He's had it, and like, I want Cody to win, but if not Cody, then who? I mean, seriously. Like, I mean, I don't want to see anything happen to Roman, but usually in a situation like this, uh, you know, I mean, no one is that lucky and stays champion for that long without getting injured. So, but granted, he's not on TV all the time, which helps. He rests up, so but we'll see. We got to just let it play out and see what happens. Let's see here. No one cares about Ziggler except you. I care about I love Ziggler. He's great. Ziggler can do no wrong in my belt. In my book, excuse me. Separate the damn titles or officially make one belt. Right? See, and that's why I was hoping Sammy would win and then he could go to whatever show. He could go to Raw and be like, you know what? I don't need 2 titles. I'll let Roman have one because that's the kind of guy that Sammy is. Like, honestly, can't you just picture him saying that? So then Roman's like, whatever, I'm still champ. Goes back to SmackDown. And then he deals with Cody, and Sami Zayn has a new opponent. Hell, Kevin at Mania. They can headline their own night at Mania. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Boom. Done. Booked it in 2 seconds. Tell me that's not a winner, Usos can lose to the male models. I don't care. So Bell's boy. Yet another question, please. Okay. Do you, in your professional podcasting opinion, see Kenny Omega leaving AEW once his contract's up, or Punk actually returning to AEW? My head hurts. Oh, Bell's boy. Bell's boy. Yes, Oreo's in the house. She's actually I think she knocked over Sting. But don't look at this. This is all a mess from me trying to like reorganize everything. So okay, so if you saw that little documentary that Mercedes Moné put on her YouTube channel, And it was her going to Japan for Wrestle Kingdom, and she and this got shared a bunch in the Discord and other places. Um, Mercedes Monet meeting Kenny Omega, and he said something to the effect of she says something like, "Oh wow, you're here," and he said, "Oh yeah, my heart is here." He says something to that. I might be misquoting him, but it's like I'm paraphrasing it. It's something close to that. It's like my heart is here, like in Japan. Um, I could see him going back to New Japan. Now, there's been some buzz about I don't know where this came from that WWE wants to sign him or thinks they can sign him. Uh, I don't know. Whatever. Um, it's like, aren't you just happy getting Jay White? No, I'm kidding. Ah, Kenny Omega's one of the best professional wrestlers in the world today. Why would you not want to sign him? And um, yeah, honestly, I can picture he and the Bucks either going back to New Japan or going to WWE. I can picture it. Um, because I mean, as much as I never thought we'll just call them the EVPs, of AEW would never leave. Well, guess what? After year 3, Cody left and just blew people's minds like, wow, what is happening? And people are going to say, "Oh, it's all crumbling from the inside out." No, I don't believe that. You can believe what you want to believe. There's a billion people talking about this, talking about that. I don't believe any of that hype. Honestly, I really don't. Um, I don't know. I don't know what their goals are going to be when their contracts are up. So I could picture I could picture Omega and or the Bucks going to WWE or going back to New. I could picture them doing whatever, honestly. Or Punk actually returning to AEW. I th- I've heard that no fences have been mended, but I can picture Punk returning. Now, if that is going to be the catalyst in Omega and the Young Bucks leaving, then whatever, so be it. That's it is what it is. Um, do I miss Punk still? Yeah, I do. I do. I don't know what happened that night. No one knows what happened that night. I don't know if he was just so banged up and he wasn't thinking straight. He still has great relationships within the company. Don't believe that he's like hated by everyone. Don't believe that because I don't believe that. Um, so I don't know. Just gotta wait and see. You never know. You never know. Justin Miller says Punk is still under contract with AEW and will probably be back by DO, and that's Double or Nothing. As for Omega, yes, he will probably leave, but not to WWE like everyone thinks. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, Oreo's in the house. The room is a mess because Tracy was moving some stuff around and she's redoing her office. She's putting some new shelving in and some new furniture in her office. So she has stuff all over the place. So, like even her ribbon rack is like right next to me here in my section of my office. It's hilarious. So yeah, and now all the cats are literally chilling on the bed on the other side of the room. So they're quiet, they're being good. You see Omega returning to Japan. Yeah, I could see either one, honestly. Neither would surprise me. Well, WWE would probably surprise me more than New Japan, honestly, but it wouldn't it wouldn't shock me to the point where it's like, I'm gonna fall out of my damn chair. No, it's like you never know. If you can go from New Japan and start a brand new company like AEW, then absolutely I could picture him wrestling for WWE. Absolutely. Excuse me. David says AEW needs Omega more than WWE. Don't see Tony letting him walk. Well, I mean, it's it's got to be what Kenny wants. You know, Tony could offer him millions upon millions. Money isn't everything. You got to be happy where you're at. Well, Bell's boy says Japan's in my heart. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and then that was a goal of Mercedes, as she talks about in that documentary, that she's always wanted to wrestle for Japan. And I don't know who all knew that. I certainly didn't know that. I found that very interesting. I was like, wow, she's not just wrestling for some other company. This is a dream of hers. That blew my mind. I was like, wow, that is really something. Bell's boy, final question, because I tend to be a pass. Do you think Kota Ibushi is going to WWE or AEW now that he's a free agent? Uh, Ring of Honor. No, I don't know. I don't know. He was in WWE for a cup of coffee when he did the cruiserweight thing. That was a very interesting time too. Cordy, Cordy, the first thing you'd think of is no more BTE. Oh, Kota Ibushi. I don't know. That's a tough one because I really don't know much about him. I mean, I know I've seen like a handful of matches, but beyond that, but he's been gone off of TV for what, over a year now because he was injured and stuff. And now he's healed up, and now he's. Oh, thank you, Bell's boy. Yeah, Cruiserweight Classic 2017. That was 6 years ago. Holy crap! Wow. Um, Oh, I didn't hear about that, Bell's boy. Not sure if Omega's returning to Japan since he's had his problems with Tanahashi's pull in the promotion. I didn't know about that. I didn't know. But Kota Ibushi, I would think he would go to AEW because of his friendships with the people in AEW there, like Kenny and others. But as far as the opportunity, um, to really become a worldwide star, WWE would be the place to go. Um, I don't know. I could picture him going to both. I don't think either one would be worse than the other. Honestly, both would be exciting. Very exciting to see. So, um, yeah. So yeah, I mean that was the main stuff I wanted to talk about. The stuff with Switchblade, Jay White, um, certainly the Sami Zayn stuff, and then Mercedes Monet stuff. Dragon Lee hasn't debuted yet. Yo, there's a few people that haven't debuted yet. Like people are still waiting for like Eric Young to do something. Wasn't he supposed to go back to WWE, or is he gonna write, or is he gonna wrestle? What is Eric Young gonna do? I haven't heard anything. That's been dead quiet. Dragon Lee probably has to work out like visa issues. That's my guess. Oreo, where are you? Well, and Eric Young is not a spring chicken anymore. He might be just um might be just, wanting to heal up before he does anything. Maybe after WrestleMania. Maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. Matt Cardona is apparently staying in the Indies. We'll see. Yeah, that's right, David. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, talking about the Impact Multiverse show being sold out. Yep. Very cool. That sold out quick. And it's not like there was a ton of matches listed either. You got the Bullet Club match with um oh no, that's for no surrender. I'm trying to think what they announced. Moose versus Jeff Cobb. I know that's one. Josh Alexander versus um Kenta. No, not Kenta. Um Kushida. Kushida, that's it. Um They mentioned something else. I can't remember what. Here's an interesting question. Do you think AEW needs a shakeup in the creative team? I don't know if they need a shakeup in the creative team, but I'll tell you what they do need. And I heard this discussion the other day. I can't remember where it was. I don't remember if it was Dave Meltzer talking about it. And I don't always agree with him either, but I will absolutely agree with him here. He was talking about AEW desperately needing a new like big time baby face, like someone to really, you know, for people to latch onto, like someone other than Moxley or Daniel, um, Brian Danielson, someone new, something, and he doesn't even know who it would be. But hi Rocky, what you doing? Um, yeah, I don't know. Like someone fresh, like they brought in that Oreo, behave yourself. They brought in that Action Andretti kid, and he's awesome. But then all of a sudden, we haven't seen him on TV for a while, so I don't know what's going on there. But Oreo, what the hell are you doing?
Something you're not.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not going to sit in a little cubby hole and scratch at the wall. Little goofball. Well, and as long as I'm looking back this way, I'll pick up a couple of these and show them off. Picked up a few figs. Picked up Thunder Rosa. Trying to get the reflection off. There we go. Thunder Rosa. And one thing I didn't realize is these have cards in them. So I was thinking about cracking these open live. I also got Brian Cage. I love me some Brian Cage. It's interesting. I actually have most of this series here. Saying about cracking these open. Where's my knife? And I went a little nuts. I went a little nuts. I pulled the trigger on something. I found something by accident. And I was just curious, because I do collect action figures, as you guys know I do. And I was curious to see. Well, that opened up really clean. I was curious, but now here's the trick. Here's a trick. Do I just bust this open or what? Because I had some others where I got the cards out of them, but you gotta slice open the back carefully. It's not exactly easy on these. So I was looking online for I was just curious if there's any customs out there for Jay White, because Jay White is a hot commodity right now. He's, very popular. And there's like the ones that are like fig that's like a couple years old that was done by I can't think of the name of the company that did the figure. Some of the figures look fun or look fine. Some of them look just god awful. I can't think of who it is. It's Fig something. But anyways, and I actually found someone that made an amazing looking Jay White custom action figure. Looks great. And the same guy makes the heads. So like if you have wrestling figs, yeah, that's it, wrestle figs, whatever. Um, this guy also sells like just the painted heads. So like if you have fodder and you want to put yourself your own action figure together, ringside collectible. No, it's not ringside collectibles. It's something else. It's something else. But anyways, so I was like, oh man, this figure looks really good. So I wanted to look at the rest of his stuff. So this guy had all sorts of different unpainted um molds for action figures. So you could buy them, paint them, put them on whatever action figure you're making, you know. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then, and then you guys know how much I love the series Lucha Underground. This guy made Dario Cueto action figure. El Jefe, remember? And who's actually now in MLW. And I forget what they were selling it for, but I couldn't help myself. I was like, and the figure looks amazing, so I bought it. I think it's still for sale, but I bought it. They just haven't. He hasn't checked his email or something because he hasn't shipped it yet or anything. I ordered a few others off eBay too. Those will be coming within the next day or two. But yeah, so J Bone is going to have his very own Dario Cueto custom action figure, and I I can't wait to show it off to you guys because um you guys, like I said, you guys know how much I love that show, and I'm really getting into the whole figure craze. I don't collect all the figures, but I collect who I love, and so and I'm actually going to be getting into doing some custom stuff myself. So stay tuned for that. David says which one is better, Hasbro or LJNs? Um you talk about the classics? I never had any of those. So I mean, you know, I don't know. Like my first figs that I started collecting was about 20 years ago, so I didn't collect any of those. Tonight was the premiere of MLW Underground on Reels channel, J-Bone. So, yeah, I'll check that out. If they're starting a new chapter, I'll check it out. I know Hammerstone's still their champ, so we getting a J-Bone action figure. You know, it's funny you mentioned that because through Hasbro, you go to their website and they actually have a section where you can. Dear God, just tearing shit up. You can you can order your own action figure and have it be like on the head of like Iron Man or Thor or you know something like that. They got a few different ones you can order. So Tracy was gonna order that like just without even thinking, and I was like, well, just like it's not cheap, so like, maybe I'll do it someday. We'll see. Yes, Zach Boniford, Iron Bone. Yes, that's it. Yes. We love the Iron Bone. All right. I don't have the greatest light, but I can try to cut this open because I love opening the cards and stuff. So I'll try cracking these open and then I'll wrap it up for the night. No, I got this one's pretty sharp. Thank you though. My wife offering me a craft knife. We're gonna try this. We're gonna try not to kill ourselves. You know what? We're gonna mute this until we get this out. So just hang on a second. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. All right, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this other one out, and then I'll open them up. So give me a minute. All right. That one was even easier. And look, no blood. No blood. All right. All right. So I don't know which one is which, but hey. Let's see what we got. UK team returns tomorrow. Yes, with Bison and Joker. Yes. Yeah, they took the week off. Too much stuff happening last week. And it's the first show in like a couple of years that they didn't do, so apparently this does not want to open. Really? Whatever. We'll get the knife back out. Fine. Ho ho. Ho All right. What do we got here? Oh. You know what? I might have these. I'm not sure. 2021. All right. Well, whatever. Favorite tag team. Favorite tag team. Young Bucks. We got Dax Harwood. And we got Phoenix. That's a good bunch. Get three cards. Not bad. Now let's see how this one opens. There we go. We got this. Heck, Trent's marriage didn't take this long. Hey. Be nice. Hey, here's a fan favorite. Who doesn't like the bunny? We love the bunny. We love that. Great card. We got old Ring of Honor favorite there, Colt Cabana, and Taz. Love Taz. Taz doing a tremendous job. I think he's been doing a much better job now that he's not on camera all the time. And that takes, I'm not saying that he couldn't do it, but it was fine for a while, you know, and then he just disbanded the group. He was, you know, Team Taz, whatever it was. So I enjoy him on commentary. I'm good with that. So yeah, so that's my overall thoughts. Thank you for the questions. Hope my answers were satisfactory to you guys and what you were looking for. Hope I upset all of you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So yeah, next chapter. I'm very excited about this. And I'll be back probably tomorrow night. And then probably Thursday night, if it doesn't go too late, because I know I have to work Friday morning. Not super early, but early enough. So I just can't do anything too late. So, excuse me. All right, last one. Trekopedia says, do you think they'll shift Barrett back to NXT? I thought he's been on NXT. I know he was part of the Elimination Chamber pre-show, but I have not watched tonight's NXT, so I don't know if he wasn't on there. I don't know if they brought in someone new. Oh no, wait. He was. Wait, where was he? Oh, he was on there. Was I forget. You know what? It's late. I'm tired. Not thinking straight anymore tonight. I would like Barrett to go back. But he's on. No, he's with Michael Cole now, isn't he? That's where he is. See, and I just used up the rest of my brain cells just trying to figure that out. Thank you, Bells Boy. And thank you, Justin Miller, for the super sticker. Much love, brother. Appreciate that very much. It's Booker T and Vic Joseph on NXT. That's it. Yeah. Vic Joseph. Underrated. You heard it here. Since October. Yeah, well, I've been trying to search for my brain since October, so there you go. But nonetheless, thank you all for tuning in. I know I have a smaller audience here than I do typically over on TNI, but hey, consider this special because this is the start of a new chapter right here. So, much love, everyone. You know what to do on your way out. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of my content hits your screen. We'll see you tomorrow night for some AEW or who knows what else. Find out then. Good night.